Shavria, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the idea of beauty in society and also touching upon cosmetic surgery and kind of like what it is, what are the prices, why people do it, the repercussions, the drawbacks of it, and all that stuff. So to begin, I want to talk about what it is. Cosmetic surgery is a unique discipline that uses medical and surgical techniques in order to enhance one's body or face or shape or anything to enhance something that lacks aesthetic appeal. And why people go about it is kind of a simple topic. It's kind of just because of insecurities, but it is also because of the rise of social media. And with the rise of social media comes this image, and everyone is so obsessed with looking a certain way, like, oh, I have to be slim and skinny for a boy to like me, or I have to look muscular and buff and have 8-pack abs for any girl to like me, when one, that is most of the times not really attainable, and two, if you see a picture like that on the magazine or online or anywhere like that, most of the times, actually 99% of the times, those pictures are altered. They are photoshopped, they are edited, and they are made to look their best because no one wants to put out a picture that is not aesthetically pleasing. Like, no one wants to put a picture of them laying in bed crying. No one wants to put that, but people want to put the picture where they edited themselves to be 30 pounds lighter at the beach having the best time of their life. But when those pictures go out and they're perceived by other people, that's what kind of starts the insecurity. Is you see that picture of someone so slim and someone so perfect compared to yourself, and you think, oh, well, I want to look like that. And the reality of it is that you think that that's an illusion of someone's life and a depiction, but that is not real. It's not an illusion, but it's a delusion. It is just a construction that someone put together. It's not real. If you saw them in person, like, yes, they could be very attractive, but that doesn't mean that you should want to look like them, in a sense. By comparing someone's nose to your nose, or someone's body shape to your body shape, or someone's muscle size to your muscle size, that just makes more and more insecurities and makes more and more people allude to cosmetic surgery and opting for the easy way out, opposed to just slowly becoming self-aware and realizing your self-worth and that you don't have to change because society tells you to change. You don't have to succumb to that pressure, and you don't have to force yourself to look a certain way because other people want you to look that way. And in a recent study conducted by Dove, only 4% of women describe themselves as beautiful. And that makes you think, like, what are the other 96% of women saying? In that same survey, 60% of men said that society puts so much pressure on men in a negative way and in an unhealthy way to look a certain way, if that makes sense. And why is that allowed is the real question. Why do people care? And to answer that, it's to appease others. It's more so to appease others than to appease yourself. So when the idea of insecurity comes into play, yes, people get cosmetic surgery because they're insecure, but it is also because of other people. Other people play a factor into what I should look like, or what you should look like, and what everyone should look like, but it shouldn't really matter. What should matter is you. And I think that just goes to show how powerful image is. An image is just something that can destroy you. It can make you feel so great, but at the same time, if you do not look like the person you want to look like, it will destroy you down. So, with that being said, just to show you how image can change within 5 seconds, and It does not define who you are as a person. I'm going to put this sweater on. And then we'll put my hair up too. But I think by me changing and me evolving, not really evolving, but just changing on camera and just showing you that like I can look two different ways, it just goes to show how powerful one's image actually could be. And although you could look your best one day, not everyone is perfect and no one's perfect, which is why no one should feel the need to go through cosmetic surgery in any way. With that being said, people do still go through cosmetic surgery, so I do want to let you know what are the different types of surgeries that there are. So there are an array of surgeries that people go through, like breast augmentation, or eyelid surgery, or a facelift. There's liposuction, smart lipo, rhinoplasty, which I talked about. It's kind of just nose surgery. There's a tummy tuck. You could get an arm lift, a body lift, etc. You can get a lot. And the thing about these, though, is that your insurance does not cover it. Insurance does not cover cosmetic surgery for the sole purpose that it is not medically necessary. It does not do anything for you, so insurance says you're on your own. With that being said, because it is out of pocket and you do have to tip your plastic surgeon a generous amount, the normal average cost for something, so say you wanted to get liposuction, the average cost for liposuction is $6,025, but if you wanted to get a tummy tuck, that would be $8,150. And the list goes on, like rhinoplasty is $7,475. There's just, it's not crazy expensive. It wouldn't be $500,000 as one would say, or as one would think. I would personally think that it would cost a lot more than just getting maybe eyelid surgery. That's less than $5,000, and that's just to fix your eyelids. But yeah, like a lot of people go through these surgeries to appease one another's like images of each other without taking into account that there are many possible complications for any surgery. And a lot of the surgeries that have complications with within like cosmetic surgery would be due to the anesthesia. So anesthesia often causes pneumonia if the wrong dosage is used, and it can also cause cardiac arrest. Other complications could be blood clots, scarring. You could have an infection on the incision site, and it could just worsen day by day if it's not healed. Scar tissues, etc. And those are like the physical aspects of getting cosmetic surgery. Like those are the downsides of it. But I think that yes, those are important, but the mental health issues that follow with cosmetic surgery are also very important, because it increases anxiety, it increases depression, it increases your alcohol use, it increases eating disorders, and it also increases suicide rates. It increases so many mental health issues that are very, very serious and are life-threatening, that people just want to look pretty, so they will put their mental health and their whole life at risk in order to appease one another, which is completely ridiculous. Just to flat out say it's ridiculous, which is why it's shocking that 5038 partnered with WNYC survey, and they did a survey of about 1,600 people, and 54% of the men said they'd want to look like David Beckham, and 49 of the women wanted to look like J-Lo. But they don't take into account what would happen if they actually tried to look like that person. What would happen if you get liposuction and to have J-Lo's body, but you just have all scarring around you, and you are not pleased with your results, you are just going to be depressed, and your anxiety is going to go up. You're going to want to eat your feelings away. You're going to want to do all this thing. And same thing with David Beckham. If you want to get liposuction to try to get abs and you don't like the results, you are going to fall into a depression, and you're going to fall and fall and fall until it is way too hard to get back up. And that is why suicide rates keep increasing, because you just want to be perfect and appease others more than taking care of your mental health. And I think that's where there is an imbalance. Like, it's better to be stable than bow down to the beauty Bible and just succumb to what other people want you to do. It's not real. What people see in magazines or online, a lot of it is not real. It's photoshopped, it is constructed, it's all a delusion. And apps like Facetune and Instagram and Visco and any photo editing app allows this to happen, which is why it should just not be a concept anymore. I think people need to be more real, and cosmetic surgery is not the way to go when it comes to your own mental health, when it comes to your own physical health, when it comes to your whole aesthetic. You are genetically created from your mom and your dad, and no matter what you look like, you are probably so handsome and so gorgeous in your own way, and you don't have to resort in surgery and putting yourself through all this pain in order to fulfill others' needs. And that is, I hope you take that away from this talk, is cosmetic surgery is not necessary, and it should not be necessary. Even insurance knows that it is not necessary to spend your money on, and you should not do it. So, thank you for listening to this talk, and excuse me. And I hope that you have more insight into the costs of cosmetic surgery, what it is, the different types, how it can affect your mental health, and how it can affect your physical health, and how you should not care what other people think about you. You should not care that Justin Bieber is more attractive than you. Like, it doesn't matter, and someone will find you attractive, and you don't need anyone to find you attractive to know that you are perfect in your own way, and you're unique, and no surgery is needed to be fomented in a way. So, thank you.